All right, now I'm going to go over a few examples here for each of the sheets that you're going to work on. Again, you may not get finished with this, but do turn in what you have done so far to the sub. So your first sheet says basic ionic compounds. So this is not going to involve polyatomic or transition elements. All right, so I'm going to do one of each of these, and then we'll move to the next. So I'm going to do number 1, and it says name the following ionic compounds. This is Al. I'm going to look that up on the periodic table, and that is aluminum. So I'm going to write aluminum. And what might be helpful is you could highlight, if you wanted to, the metal in one color and the non-metal in another color. I kind of got the L a little bit with the I there. It's hard to do it on the computer. Iodine is that other one. And remember, we changed the ending to iodide. Okay. Again, I got that information from the periodic table. All right, so down here, I'm going to do the first one. Beryllium is in column 2, group 2. So Be2 plus. Oxide is oxygen, O2 minus. I have a 2 and a 2. So when I crisscross, I can just leave the 2's out, and it's going to be BeO. That is how you're going to do that sheet. So I want you to give it a try. I want to see that you've tried some on this. All right, here's the polyatomic ions. You're going to need your periodic table and the polyatomic ion chart. You're going to name these. Remember, number 2 is the only one that will start with a polyatomic. The rest of these will start with a metal. So I'm going to do number 1. Ba, I'm going to look on my periodic table, and I see that that's barium. So I'm going to write barium. Then I'm going to look on my polyatomic chart for NiNO3, and that should be nitrate. And I'm just going to write nitrate. So what you may want to do is, this is my metal. All right, this is going to be my metal, and this is a metal, and this is a metal. And then you may want to highlight your polyatomics in a color. Polyatomic, 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 polyatomic. And the oxygen is a non-metal there. So that may help you. If that does, then the ones in orange would be what you would look at on your chart. Now, writing the formula is going to be similar to what we did a while ago. Calcium is in group 2, so it is Ca2 plus. I'm going to find sulfate on my chart, in polyatomic chart, and sulfate is SO4. I'm going to put parentheses, and it is a 2 minus. Again, 2, 2, I'm going to do Ca. I can drop the parentheses, SO4. All right, so that's what you're going to do on this one. Now, this last one is the transition metals. And again, the 6 through 10, you may be able to do real easily because you know the Roman numerals. You may struggle up here. And if you're not sure what the Roman numeral is, just put parentheses there with nothing in it. So I know that you know something is supposed to go there. But to do these, you're going to crisscross, reverse. So this 3 is going to go up here, and this 2 is going to go up here. So Fe2 plus N3 minus. I'm going to check my nonmetal. N, yes, is a -3. So I know that this is iron 2 nitride. Okay? But do make note on 4 and 5 here. Let me get my little markup tool here. 4 and 5. Let's look here. Oops, look here. Polyatomic, polyatomic. Okay, so be careful with that. You've got to have the parentheses here. The bottom part, you should be able to do no problem. Gold. Gold is AU. So I'm going to write AU. This tells me it's 3 plus. Chlorine, Cl, it is a minus. I look on my periodic table. I am going to crisscross. And it's going to be Al. No, not Al. Not Al. AuCl3. All right, so that is the work that you're going to do. Again, give what you have completed to the sub. I will see you guys tomorrow.